We're headed to San Diego, off to visit my sister, who I am super close with and lives in San Diego. I have landed in San Diego. Boy, that was a long day. Wasn't too bad, but I had a lot of editing planned to get done on the long flight, and the Wi-Fi was super spotty, and I had this one video for our hotel stay to edit, and I had way too many clips that I couldn't pick between what I wanted to add, and so basically that's the only video that I ended up editing. So lots to do tonight. I will be staying up late, but other than that, very excited to go see my sister. Other than not super productive, not a bad travel day. She made me some crispy rice for dinner, which I love, and I got to rate her skincare and got to some of that editing. Out for our first official night out. Last night we stayed in and cooked. What do you want to say, Jill?
Hello, I don't know what to say.
She took me over to the Hotel Lafayette for some hanging at the pool and drinks. We've been dying to go here together, but we always seem to forget or get busy. It was beautiful. So many different rooms with different styles, super extravagant and maximalist. I loved it. And then popped over to get some dinner. After dinner and a great dessert, we headed over to check out this cool little spot. Hung out there for a bit before heading home, changing into PJs and watching old childhood TV shows. And then we crashed, so flash forward to the next day. Day 2, we are headed to the zoo today. I have never been. Jill, my sister, has been a few times, but very excited to go enjoy the beautiful weather and see some animals. I think it's really important to acknowledge with the zoo that obviously animals do not belong in cages, and ideally these animals would not live at the zoo. They belong out in the wild, but unfortunately, due to issues with the climate, poaching, hunting, etc., a lot of these animals are endangered or threatened. And I do think that the San Diego Zoo does a really great job caring for them and working to educate the public so that we can do better by these animals. And I think that sometimes people have to see animals like this in order to feel something and to want to save them, which is unfortunate, but how it is. They have some amazing breeding programs for animals that were facing extinction and have really brought back populations, which is amazing. It was really incredible to hear about so many different animals and their unique stories. I think if I had to pick a favorite, it might be the hippos. I was obsessed. I don't know how they move their bodies. Love them. They also recently got pandas back. They were gone for a bit and now they have 2 of them. And then overall just did a bunch more exploring. There was so much to see. I don't even know what my step count was. Shout out to the volunteers and staff at this zoo because they were so informative and so helpful. We really did learn a lot. And then I may have lied about my favorite thing. I don't know, they might be tied, but we also got to see a baby giraffe that was just born 5 weeks ago. He was the cutest thing ever, so that was a huge highlight as well. And then after dinner, we went to this outdoor mall, grabbed some dinner, did a little shopping, and some of our favorite dessert to take home. And now we're on to a new day, headed to Trader Joe's, which is one of my very favorite places to get a bunch of food to take to the beach with us. Shout out to my sister. This was a fabulous idea. And then we made our way to the dog beach. The dog beach is incredible. You will see basically every breed of dog. I truly think I could take one of those big dog breed books that I used to read as a kid and check out from the library, and you could probably check off most of the breeds. Hairless dogs, long-haired dogs, short dogs, tall dogs, massive dogs that are like bigger than me, 2 little teeny tiny dogs. And they're not all besties, but somehow they all coexist so beautifully here together. Also, some of these dogs are so incredibly athletic. Boy, was I impressed. swimming in deep water with a strong current that I personally would struggle in. Also, if you hear snoring in this voiceover, it's Polo next to me. But anyways, then one of the highlights of the dog beach was seeing this woman that comes every day. I will leave her handle in the description below, but she has 10 chihuahuas, I believe, or 11, and this beagle, and they all love to go surfing. You can see them literally chasing her to go surfing. And of course, everyone is taking videos, and the other dogs are like, what are they doing? But it's the cutest thing, and they were so amazing and talented. But basically, we spent all day there before driving home exhausted, and then I didn't really get any footage except of our takeout meal because we were too tired to go out. And then my last day there was kind of just a half day. Me and my sister both spent it working, but then we took a break to go on a little walk together, and she showed me around. Such a pretty area, and the weather was absolutely beautiful. So we did a little loop, actually did a bit of a longer loop, and then had to rush back because my sister had a call to get to. And then later on, she drove me to the airport, and we said our goodbyes because it was time for me to head off on my next adventure to Las Vegas. So stay tuned for that vlog.